welcome back to another episode on the Vextron server. It is currently episode number 5 and I have been heavily placing away on the blocks. Check this out. I built a little containment cell up here so I could AFK up here, have some grass grow, because I've been layering the terrain. At least I've been starting to, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. Check this out. I split the land into a bunch of sections, similar to how I did it on Mayhem Island, but in a way so that they're kind of overlapping each other over here and over there and kind of bleeding into each other here and there, giving a whole bunch of different layers of terrain. And if I go over here and I'll show you what it looks like, this is essentially what I did. I added this section of dirt here so that it kind of gives a little broken off section here that goes around like this, and then it leads upwards towards the middle a little bit, giving this little cliff side edge here, giving us this possibility to build one of those arches that you may be able to remember from Mayhem Island. And yeah, essentially in this build I want to combine all the things that I'm very good at, you know. I want to combine custom terrain and these arches together with all the massive stone structures that I love so much. Okay, so essentially that's what I'm doing. And I think today I want to focus on getting this terrain going. I'm probably I won't have the time to fill in the arches behind there, but I hope that if I hurry up a bit and if I stop actually like just running around and actually go and place some blocks, I may be able to get it done in this episode. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. You see that this section here is now done pretty much. It goes down like this in this segmented off area, and while the shards on the outside, they go upwards to give the cliffside, the walkways on the inside are supposed to bend downwards, kind of giving a little bit of a sinkhole effect, because remember there's a big ass hole in the center, and what happens if you have a big ass hole in the center? It sinkholes, you know. That's how land and terrain works and stuff. Hi my friend, you take the blade. Yes. Okay. So yeah, I also have to introduce you to my new friend. His name is Edgar, and I don't know if he's useful just yet. He could be one of two different things, and depending on which one it is, he may be very useful or completely useless. This is Edgar. He has a white coat, and I don't know if he's a cartographer or a librarian. If he's a librarian, I'm probably gonna keep him. Check out if I can get some crazy books out of him. But yeah, he just wandered towards me on this place one fateful afternoon, and I just put him in a hole and put a name tag on him so he doesn't go away. You just stay there, okay? You gotta be patient. Yeah, I'm gonna heal you eventually. I don't have the capacity for it at the moment. I'm sorry, mate. Sorry, but I have to get going. There is so much terrain that has to be placed. As you can see, I'm probably just gonna like walk around a little bit on the outside part here, showing you what's going on. Okay, we have this section here, which is probably just going to be a basic forest swamp area, and then there is this one here, which kind of has been ruined by the river that flows through it because of this ugly ass biome color here. I like this color and I like this color, but this one here, look at this. It's ruined. It's ruined. So I'm probably going to path this entire section, meaning that I would add path blocks literally everywhere on this entire section, and the section it goes like all the way over here. Yeah, this entire piece of terrain is pretty much going to be entirely path blocks. That's gonna create like dried grass of some sort. It kind of looks like dried grass, like scorched hot earth, you know. This is essentially going to be a wasteland biome with burnt trees and stuff like that, but we won't get into that too much at this point. Yeah, I just added more of these arches here going up around, kind of giving this, you can actually kind of see it a little bit already, how it kind of almost crater-ish, almost looks like a crater in a way. Yeah, kind of focused on that hole in the center. And I want to get going on placing in some more of the arches. I spend so much time that now I gotta get some of it on camera, you know, because, well, sometimes I just like to grind here without actually talking to you guys, but I want to get some of it on camera. Well, so let's get going. What is the next step that I want to do? So this tile here, this section, it leads all the way down to water level. And how do I keep going from there? I think what I would have to do is I'd have to go down even further than that. So that means I need to go down all the way to water level, cut out this entire section, and cut it out all the way until over there. You know, this entire connected section, you see these netherrack lines. They're essentially what divides our sections, okay? And this entire section here at the center has to go all the way down to this block down there. And then it has to go down another 3 blocks just for ground level, and then more just to give it more shape. So that's gonna be a big ass dig that I'm gonna have to do. Well, yeah, maybe I do it that way. Maybe I find a different solution. Let me get going on some things, right? So first thing that needs to happen is I need to cut off this entire section here. Okay, so until we hit the netherrack sketch lines over there, we need to cut it off completely at this height. Oh, we have a hole here. How did this get here? Well, also I put mending on my shovel. Helps me get around. Good stuff, right? That means I can repair it with AFK fish farm. And even though that takes a while, it's better than having to make completely new tools every single time. Yeah, I have to be careful. I don't want to break this thing. 125. Okay, essentially, yeah. I don't want to break this thing. I gotta be very careful because it's the last mending book I have was applied to this thing, and I don't have a steady supply of them, you know? It's not like I have a crazy villager somewhere. At least not at the moment. I guess we're gonna get there, though. Not gonna be a problem. But for now, I'm just gonna have to carve out this terrain. I leave everything standing behind this netherrack line here, just because, well, it's a different section. It's a tinier little section that has to go height-wise in between this tile and this tile. So it kind of sprouts out in between those. It's hard to describe, okay? For those of you who've seen Mayhem Island, you know what I'm talking about. At least you have a small way of visualizing what I'm talking about. I don't even really know what I'm talking about myself. And then on the other hand, yes, I do. I do. So what about this shovel? 49, I can stretch it a bit more. 35. Oh, this thing breaks like this, I'm gonna be mad. 28. 21. Come on. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Let's go repair. Yes, I'm gonna just go in here. Yeah, this is what my current living situation looks like. I live in a hole underneath a hole. Yeah, exactly. This is the hole, and that's the hole underneath the hole, and that's where I live. It's a bit embarrassing at this point, but we're gonna get there. Okay? I want to get the terrain done before I start focusing on going downwards and getting all the facilities set up. But terrain is important. What am I even doing? I wanted to go in here and do the fishing thing. Hell yeah, let's just do this. Alright, so instead of repairing stuff with my AFK fish farm, I decided to go into the nether and collect a whole bunch of nether quartz. You know, it's given me enough XP to repair my shovel and this pickaxe to like 3/4. And I'm gonna just dump all my stuff into one of my random chests here and keep going on terraforming. So I spent a few more days trying to get these terrain shapes going, and also we fixed a few things. So now the server should be running perfectly the way it was before 1.13, but we still have 1.13 staff. Awesome. Okay, so we have all the trusted groups and all the plugins and everything's going, and we even have more additional plugins. That's great. Okay, I'm gonna be showing you what I'm gonna do about those later. I'm having a few really great ideas, but right now I'm just kind of demonstrating. Just ignore the torches, guys. Just see through the torches, okay? this is essentially what my place looks like at this point. I know it's a bit messy, but essentially what I'm doing here is I'm layering the terrain in a very similar way to how I did it on Mayhem Island, for those of you guys who remember. So essentially I'm dragging it upwards. I separated the land into a bunch of different sections. For example, this here is a section, and then I visualize it being pulled upwards here, and then like kind of bending around a bit in my head. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's how I get these shapes going. And then I just had to mine essentially all of this, because the entire thing, the entire place was at this height here. So I literally had to carve out all of this. That's 2 blocks down. Then we go in another block down. That's 3 blocks down, essentially of 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I went 6 blocks down at the deepest. And I tried to have a few of these like ledges that kind of overlap each other, like this one and this one, you see. Like this one, which literally just visually separates this part from this part, which is very important. Then we've got a bunch of sections over here where we've got the grass in, but the ledge is not there yet, as per usual. And that's the thing that I want to do right now. You see, I have collected quite a bunch of stone, and if I just put them in my inventory like this, and then I just go up to this thing, and if this is about the angle that I want it in, then let's say I build something like this. That's already an arch. Okay? Now if I were to drag this all the way around this ledge here. Alright, so I've placed in a bunch of stone, and I think this looks a bit better. This gives some more contrast and highlights all of these shapes a bit more. I think that works greatly. Okay, and next up, I think I would start to add in some slabs. But what would I use? I think I would go for cobblestone. Because yeah, we don't really have smooth stone, like actual smooth stone slabs. If we make them, they look like a little bit like more like a brick in a way. So I kind of don't want the bricky way. I'm still gonna mix in some stone bricks later. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing right now. Where is my stuff? I think I did have some more cobble somewhere here. Yeah, I can turn all of these into slabs and use them for this place. Alright, be right back. Alright, so this is what we get right now. I think this looks a lot better. It has so much more interest in it than just basic stone. And I also mixed in some cobblestone walls in there to make it work a bit better. And I think now what I want to do is I want to add in some andesite. And the andesite is going to bring a slight, very slight green tinge to the stone. And yeah, maybe I even add some mossy cobblestone or like mossy stone bricks. Yeah, I think mossy stone bricks could work really well. Alright, check this. I did a bunch more work around here. I added in some andesite and I added in some mossy stone brick, and I think that adds a little bit of a greener tint to this material that I've created here essentially, and I like it. I like it. Alright, so I think the next thing that I would have to do would be to find a bunch of different leaf colors that work well with this biome color and stuff, because I want to add leaves to kind of disguise these blocks, these sides here a bit, and have them kind of drip down and add a bit more scenery around the place. Yeah, I think that could make these slopes a bit more differentiated, a bit more, I don't even know how to describe it. Let me just go grab a bunch of these leaves. If I take this leaf, you see how the color that it is, and in my inventory it's a very lush green, but as soon as I put it down here, we get this ugly kind of, I mean, I like it, it works, but I would have to mix it up with something else. And I'm thinking about birch leaves, because birch leaves, they don't have a specific biome color, which means that they just kind of stay the same color globally. and I think the color that they have would be pretty cool to incorporate those into my leaves here. Yeah, there's definitely a bunch of spruce trees here, but it's not quite worth it. You see this color here? It looks very ugly compared to this lush green here. It looks very shitty and kind of bad, and I think compared to mixing it together with a swamp color of these would work very well. So I'm gonna have to go and find a large number of them. How do I even do such a thing? Well, I could use chunk base again, like in the first episode, where I used it to find the swamp biome that I'm in. But I guess I'm gonna try to do it the organic way. Yeah. Oh god, now I'm on the open sea? Great. Jesus Christ. I was searching for like solid land and now I'm in the ocean. How did this happen? How did I even get here? Jesus, why did I even go? And now I'm in a desert. Yeah, great. Oh, this is perfect. The abundance of birch leaves is amazing. Absolutely. Jesus. Alright, we've got a bunch of acacia. And again, I am aware that I could just cut these trees down and plant them at my swamp, you know, and have them grow and then harvest the leaves, but that's a very inconvenient process. And again, I could also just use chunk base to find my way around the place, but I think I'm not gonna do that. But there has to be one somewhere, right? I mean, I've been flying around this place for quite a while now, and yeah, we've got tons of acacia, even in like plains areas, which looks kind of cool, I have to say. The acacia tree itself doesn't look that bad. It's mostly the biome color here that fucks it up. Maybe I should go grab a sapling of this stuff, so I can plant this whenever I want and use them as like a base to build a custom tree off or something. Okay, we got a sapling. I'm leaving. Alright, where is my... Are you? Well, there's definitely a bunch of birch here. I mean, there's quite a lot of birch here, actually. You know what? Screw it. Screw it. I'm grabbing the sapling. Give me my sapling. I want the sapling. You're an oak tree. What am I even doing? This is a birch tree. Jesus. Mayhem, what the fuck are you doing, you may be asking? And I'm like, I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. Let me just... There we go. There we go. Alright. That should actually do it. I do have enough bone meal for a while, I think. So let me go get that going, right? Yeah, that should do it. Now, these need to grow up. Do I think I have enough for... Yes, I think I have enough to grow up all of them. You grow, and you grow, and you grow. Alright, I've got a bunch of oak leaves and birch leaves. Let's get to work. I'm gonna just grab a bunch of these. And I'm gonna bring you back when I've got some progress. Well, no, I think I'm just gonna demonstrate quickly how I'm gonna do it. Well, I would just like do something like this and occasionally have it drip down a bit, kind of obscuring the edges a bit, because the edge of the dirt block really isn't the prettiest thing, you know? Yeah, this is coming together. Oh my god, yes, this looks exactly the way I wanted it to. It looks like there isn't really any dirt, actually. It looks like there's just a layer of grass sitting on top of the stone. That's exactly the kind of terrain that I wanted, really. Like everything just covered in moss and shit, you know? Not real dirt, it's just sitting right on top of the rock. Yeah, that's so cool. Oh, I can see it coming together. Yeah, that's one of the first important steps that we need to do in order for this build to come alive the way I want it to. Hell yeah. Alright, let's finish this up. Alright, this is how it looks at the end of today. Check this out. I think it's absolutely beautiful. It looks like, yeah, if I add some stuff here, we can make this work. This is a very, very important part of my build, okay? So, don't underestimate how much time this takes, right? Yeah, so this is, yeah, we're gonna work on this next episode, maybe, or maybe I'm gonna go down next episode. I don't quite know what I'm gonna do. Anyway, I'm gonna hop on this little ledge here. Oh my god, I love it. This ledge is so cool. It's just a tiny little ledge of terrain that comes out of the ground. So anyways, if you like what you've seen, please make sure to leave a like down below, and as always, I will include a link to the Discord down below so you can join us if you want to. And yeah, that's it for today, guys. My name is Mayhem, and I'm out. See you guys in the next episode, right? Bye.